Welcome to Motherhood Madness and Marvels, okay? So if you marvel at the madness that is your life as a mother and entrepreneur, this is the place for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on this journey. Bye. All right, M3 fam, I'm here and I have something that I wanted to talk to you all about today. And really it's about problem solving, but more so than that. So of course, you know, this channel is for busy moms that are starting a business, growing a business, and I'm right into kind of growing my business stage, just to give you some perspective. But so today I had a mini like mom moment, right? Basically I have a video in the past that I talked about how to schedule your children's activities in order. I'm just fixing this camera. How to schedule your children's activities in order to have it flow, right? So my genius idea was to just have a supercharged busy day instead of having activities scattered throughout the week, even though we'd still have activities several days of the week. So for us, huge mistake, right? So what am I going to do about it? I actually had a mini meltdown this morning. Called the karate teacher, called the dance teacher, hashed it out, and have spread the activities amongst our three children. And the reason I really wanted to hop on today, actually just proved to myself that you have a problem, you assess it for a while, but if you're trying to always make all these workarounds to make something fit, you have to decide when it doesn't fit, and you just need to actually change the thing, right? And I think it flows the same way. I'm actually waiting for my friend because we're gonna have a little cocktails, but I think it actually works the same way with being a parent, with being in business, and being a nurse. So all my mompreneurs and all my nursepreneurs could make sense of it. And I'm going to show you how it crosses kind of all three worlds that I'm in. Because if you've been following this page, you know that I'm a nurse and a nurse entrepreneur, mom entrepreneur, etc. So in terms of being a mom, right? So we're always trying to see, it could be anything. I want my children to watch less television. What activities that we're going to do. It's sad to say if they're watching less TV, you probably have to be engaged more and things like that. So what's the evenings going to look at like? And I need to do a whole video on evenings, like the 5 to 8 witching hour, right? So you've identified a problem and you keep making all these workarounds and to see if what you've come up with as a solution, if it works, right? But at some point, I say a lot of people get too committed in thinking like, this is what I thought would work. But you have an assessment period, and I'm real quick with that. A lot of times it might cause a little bit of, friction between my husband and I, because we have two different personalities. But I'm a assess, implement, come up with a plan, implement it, and then reassess. And I never pieced together really where I got that from. I think that was always my personality pre-nursing, but then I just pieced together that is nursing, kind of our ad pie, right? Our nursing process. And then it's also in the business. So with the activities, our schedule is not working. We spent half a year from September to now January. It's every Tuesday, my husband and I are at each other's necks over these activities. It's not working. What I thought would be seamless and would be more of a busyness, but with the flow, is not working. It is not flowing for us. We've assessed it, we've let it run for a little bit, and so change. I'm not going to be miserable the rest of the school year, and some activities go into the summer, and so a decision has to be made. Whereas my husband would like to watch and monitor a little bit longer than I like to. So that, and then the same way in business world, entrepreneurial, I'll link it. I posted a last video about having your website fixed. So the website's not working. Our business is growing. It's not answering all the questions it's meant to answer. So we hired someone and they're about to fix that because we've built too many workarounds with the website, too many integrations, too much admin work, where if this was truly the right product and the right setup, you wouldn't need all of the workarounds, right? So if you have the right tool in your hand, it's the right tool for the job and you don't need 18 other tools, right? And so you have the mom example, you have the work example, and if you're not a nurse, if you're a nurse, it's going to make sense. If you're not a nurse, I'll explain to you our nursing process, and it's really like old-fashioned. They used to make us do these soap notes, but it's something called ADPI, where it's assess, diagnose, and not diagnose in terms of a medical diagnosis, because nurses aren't allowed to diagnose, but come up with a diagnostic statement of like what you're going to do, plan, implement, and evaluate. And it just hit me as I'm driving, as I had a mini meltdown, put out fires in the office, put out fires in terms of my children's activities. I was like, this is ADPI, right? So you've got to obsess. CNA comes into play because they observe and record, but assessment is all your observation, your recordings, how you feel, how it messes up your day, how it helps your day. So all your assessment, and you don't realize you're assessing, but you are. And so to be a successful mom entrepreneur, you have to constantly assess, is your morning routine good? Is your afternoon routine good? Is your evening routine good? Are your weekends set up? Is this part of your business good? Is that part of your business good? And you're always bringing in data in terms of how you're flowing, your money, your budgets, your time. Everything is an assessment, okay? And so I like to compare that to when I'm teaching nursing students. I say your assessments start as soon as you walk into the room, not just when a stethoscope is placed on you, right? And so you diagnose. A diagnostic statement in this chaotic M3 world that we're in would be like, for me, Tuesdays are crap. I'm anxious Monday night, looking forward to Tuesday. I set up, and I did it to myself. I set up my daughter's dance, my son's karate, who's at a time, and then my other daughter's karate at another time. No go. So Tuesdays are a hot mess, which is the diagnostic statement. So the plan, all right, we didn't have any activities on Thursdays, but I'd rather go out and do more activities on Thursdays to make Tuesday better. So we just switched it up, and only my daughter is going do her dance on Tuesday. And then now karate will be on Thursday, and we actually, a couple of parents have spoken to the karate teachers. They separated 2 similar grades and belts, and now parents have to be there 2 hours, and they're expanding so both classes are at the same time, right? So all moms out there know, hallelujah, right? So I'm like ranting, but I'm so happy that this is done. And so planning, the new plan is the new time frames that I just set up, the new schedule, implementing. We're gonna work this out the next month of January, and mid-February, and evaluating. I'm gonna see if things are better, or if the Thursday works out by like mid-February. And believe me, I believe in idle mind is the devil's playground, but sometimes when you spread yourself too thin, you have to take something off your plate. So just like in a business, like if you're focusing on the website, instead of focusing on 30 things, just focus on the website till you get it to where it works. Then you could give undivided attention to another aspect. So that was my little worlds collide kind of thing that I wanted to share with you all, because I know you all are going through the same thing. So we're all in this together. We'll get through this. I know when I get home, my little mommy win, but probably is not a mommy win. It'll be, I've been doing mommy wins, mommy rants. It'll probably be like a mommy explanation. Our eldest is 7 going on 8. And if you have children that age range, she's a girl at that. I'm going to have her sit down and have to have a full explanation as to why her activity schedule has switched up. So leave in the comments kind of how that 7, 8, 9, 10 year, how you have to explain to them more than they explain to you. Leave in the comments what you got from this video, what you're gonna switch up. And you know what, I'm actually real curious to see, put that ADPI, assessment, diagnostic, planning, implementation, and evaluating, although it pertains to nursing, put that into your business and your life as a mother. And I'm curious to see if that framework, because it translates for me, but I just don't know if it's because I'm a nurse. I'm curious to see someone who's not in the healthing profession, how that translates for you all. So I went a little longer than I wanted to. I just wanted to get on here. Hope this video helps you. Keep at it, and definitely let's grow together. Bye.